All right, now that the chips have all been laid out, what is the game plan for EG to actually win this one?
Team Spirit wanting to move out of the tri-lane, though. Again, they don't want to be stuck down there leeching XP from each other. Try and find the Enchantress, see where Fly has been playing, because Anch has been taking out some of these jungle camps. Getting a bit of CS for herself, and will get closed in on here with a Grimstroke stroke, the Shackles coming in. Enchantress being chased down as Fly will be dropping shortly, unless these little wisps will heal her up. Fly surviving, but the stroke of fate. 18 CS, lacking in that levels and experience department, and Miposhka and Mira yet again moving towards the edge. Fly, the only real target out on the map that they can attempt to go on, but they whiff out on their combo, and that opens up Abed to coil the Grimstroke and snipe out a pick-off of his own, dodging away from the Wraithfire Blast. Miposhka dies to the potato of Ench, and Fly, these little wisps, the attendance arriving means that Yatoro, even though he's tossed forward, can't close the gap onto Ench enough. And the one victor, though, is going to be that Tidehunter. 3.3k net worth. Oh, the roll from Crit, the clap out of Arteezy. Yatoro doesn't have a TP scroll, does he? So he's kind of stuck down here, and Fly's rotation returning to the bot lane. Inkswell comes, Mira, Miposhka defending their Wraith King with their lives and everything they've got. But look at Ice. Scorched Earth and cut through the trees. They desperately scramble for any target they can grab onto, but under the tower, the Shackles catching Arteezy, forced to clap away. Toronto Tokyo's TPing into this fight, and the Ravage from Tide catching out the Doom. Ice is done for. Losing Arteezy on the left-hand side too.
EG will try to make a move here. Maybe they have a good read. There's a one ward that kind of scouted them out. At least one hero. Now Tiny mid.
Another coil from Abed. Let's see if this one can pick up a kill, because Tiny snapped the coil thanks to the kick from Crit. But Mira there with the Shackles. Toronto Tokyo, the toss back onto Crit's Earth Spirit. Still sitting at 400 health with 7 stick charges, bottle charges, and everything else in between. Toronto Tokyo is fine, while bottom lane, in comes the Wraith King. Blasts into the Ursa, collapse, gets his hood off, and Ice is one hit away from death. A double for Yatoro. But it stops the push, and that's the most important thing there for Team Spirit, is that bottom tier 1 stays alive. They got the tier 1 top of the Radiant, the Dire team, like you mentioned earlier on, as Crit trying to contend with Mira. Another coil. The Serpent Wards, Inkswell, Abed stuck inside the start stop. The Phantom's Embrace holds him in place, and now the toss back again, a double kill for the Tiny.
He decides to get a Pipe of Insight as the first item. It's a very expensive one, but he's gonna mitigate all the damage coming out from the Ear Spirit and the Puck.
Mira silenced up. Serpent Wards not gonna come. Didn't get the Fairy Fire off in time. Tidehunter with a big Ravage there allows Yatoro to get towards Abed. Toronto Tokyo looking for a combo. Arteezy soulbound up to the Doombringer now, as they do have Miposhka still backing up this Tiny to try and retreat, but Ice chasing forward. They've got the Infernal Blade to slow down, the jump in from Abed, finally securing a kill, and 2, 3 in a row for EG. And this tier 1 tower should eventually fall. And Team Spirit sticking around.
Wants to farm up the Radiance on a Wraith King. This is going to be their big timing, plus a level 2 ulti on him. Crit misses it, but there is no Diffusal Blade yet.
And they're still coming in from Team Spirit to defend this Reincarnation.
Ravage is available.
Have a Ravage, and EG, they're slowed down by the Reincarn. Arteezy gushed up. The Inkswell's forward. The Hex catches Crit. They'll go for the easy target first. Bring the Earth Spirit down as they get a Doom towards the Tiny, it looks like. The Troll Priest walks into the pit, and EG is smoked up, spotting out Mira. They see the Shadow Shaman, immediate silence for the jump-in combo. Toronto Tokyo with the Inkswell. They have to call the Tiny, but they lose Fly and Crit immediately. The Soulbind comes out. Road's still dead. Toro, he's nearly falling. The Doom, he comes in, but Collapse snatches the Aegis. EG get the kill, but the main prize taken by the Tide, and Toronto Tokyo's back in. Second round of spells, catches out that Arteezy Ursa, and Crit. Oh, dearie me. He bought back and died again.
Is that he found the Fillet Stone.
Oh, nice.
Shaman also holds
Abed.
one.
Oh, Abed. Oh, Abed. Toronto Tokyo nearly has him, but the phase shift there, and Ice with Crit. Good play from Crit. But the Gush in the back still finds the kill onto the Puck. In come the Shackles, Mira holds him in place, and the Serpent Wards pummeling EG into the ground. Arteezy, he's left here, he's on an island. There's no one to save the teddy bear. No picnic for you, and an absolute slaughter. Team Spirit 5 alive, they're gonna go high ground now.
They just don't have enough damage. GG. EG
it's over.
Calling it.
They've actually just tapped out.
PL.
A lot of damage instances.
It's a good PL game, right?
Yeah. It's pretty solid.
It's very awkward for that Tiny to stick around with. No real mana pool there to play around with as Abed Steals the water rune, but Mira's Tiny. Rotating in with a toss. Does get the mango for the avalanche. And Abed taking a lot of damage from the right click.
Tiny needs to be careful.
Here comes
Another
Crit.
pull could make a kill.
Dive forward, you're right, and flies on top of him. Body blocks up the Tiny. Mira dragged back with a vortex, hexed and slain. First blood for Abed.
And also a water rune. Can he get it? Toronto Tokyo is already there.
That's
Chris.
still dangerous. Toronto Tokyo. The refraction charge is going to be burnt on cooldown. 8-1, one fairy fire. The damage coming thick and fast. Miposhka rotates in to try and save the TA, and so will Tiny with an avalanche. Looking for Abed with a toss, but Abed's fast enough to run it back, while Toronto Tokyo is being burnt alive here, but the toss onto him, and the refraction comes back up again. Still being burnt down by Fly with a dive, and the Fiery Spirits, they kill the TA in the end.
Tiny, he needs to get this kill. Earth Spike ready in a second. Crit, can he deny him?
Nope.
Self, he cannot. What if I get the mana boots, not even a casual cloak, and try to get the Bloodstone, first item?
Straight up. There's a stun. Chain disables, the support's rotating into that mid lane again, and they are snowballing this Abed Storm completely.
I don't think he dies. Like, he should feel pretty safe for the next 10 minutes, pretty much.
It's like an impossibility. EG have also scouted out a stack being built up in that top jungle. Fly glimpsed back into the gyrocopter's damage, can't dive away. Doesn't stay around in that aggressive portion of their own jungle. A crit onto Tiny, guarding the 8-minute rune. It does spawn bottom though, a regen there for the TA, but a toss back into the gyro again, getting Yatoro involved. Storm Spirit's there with the vortex. Tiny should get burst down, but Abed running pretty low, limited on mana. Oh no, he's
what
fine.
is it? Pop the mango straight away and gets on top of it. Bottle refill,
And
did
dodges.
it happen? It did.
And try and use some of their own ulti abilities here. Supernova, Finger of Death. They spot out the TP from Mira. Tiny, straight up jump from Abed Storm. The avalanche toss into the static storm. Spear
Good
there
spear.
in the arena. Well done onto Abed. Ice still pushing forward though. The Hex and the catch onto Collapse. Not going to be enough to finish him off. And Fly takes down Mira's Tiny while
Gets
Ice
fingered.
and the Finger of Death. The Supernova lands. And sure, you killed the Storm Spirit, but the cost was dear. RTZ. He's being pinged out. Has no idea this is coming, but he gets the doppelganger.
No!
The real one stuck
He gets
inside the
stuck
static
again.
storm. Spear back and dead. Backstabbing the tier 1 tower with a Tiny. One more hit from Mira, but will he die?
Another glimpse.
He bought a Blink Dagger, so Tiny probably quite pleased with himself in that, as long as they don't lose any more. There's the Arena Spear catching out Crit. A 1-for-1 trade and the tier 1 grabbed by Team Spirit. Collapse with a TP home though, now Disruptor. Do we get the escape out of here? I don't believe so. Phantom Lance is on your tail.
See if they decide to make a move on him. Like, he dies if they bring 5 heroes.
Well, they can move top instead. The stun onto the gyro, glimpse away. Abed sent off to the other side of the map. And Crit is your sacrifice from EG. While Mira getting caught up here by Ice. Some good traps to slow him down with the Phantom Lancer. There with the Lance and the Sunray coming. Mira attempts the TP, but sliced and diced by Ice. This wraparound. Team Spirit.
And there we go. And you
Feeling it. Yule's into Spear coming. Static Storm onto Arteezy with the field. The circles all overlapping towards the Phantom Lancer. Arteezy, he's going to doppelganger. He's still alive, and they turn onto Miposhka. Blow the Disruptor, and the Sunray heal allows the Arteezy PL to cruise through to this victorious fight for EG. Mira zapped on, zipped towards Abed. Will find the Tiny on the backside, and Toronto Tokyo is BKB'd and TP'd. They're on the run. They are moving back to their fountain. Positioning of EG has been one step ahead this time around. And Storm Spirit thinking about the go on Tiny. But here's the Yule Spear. Abed getting caught out with a chain stun. Zerd Spike onto Tiny. Abed with a bit of mana left. Gets over the arena with a glimpse back into the field. Catching out the Storm. Roshan not dropping quickly enough though. And this is going to allow Ice to move himself forward.
He has no
through
stab.
the pit. You're right, he doesn't. But they're still going to get in here on top of him. Oh, Crit with a Blink Hex. Finding the target with the Earth Spike. Finger of Death coming. The Glitter Cape will buy a bit of time for the Tiny. Mira might get a combo off. Ice. He's still at half HP. You can't touch this man. He's too strong. Pops his Bloodstone and breaks the vision up on the high ground, making sure that Team Spirit can't execute properly. Collapse, Blink down. And Yatoro, he can't contend with the egg.
They
up
need
on
to
the
get
high
out.
ground. They've got a TP home. Toronto Tokyo's done for. Abed's onto the Mars now. And Team Spirit, they're all dead. Hey, look at me. I'm a Timbersaw. I can do this. I can do that. You can't do anything to me.
Gotta get them all those stacks, 30 reactive armor,
Go on,
back into tier 4s.
Go on then.
Nope.
Spear,
Now back into
toss
tier
back,
4s.
static storm, melt strike. Timbersaw, half HP. Doesn't give a bloody damn about
Timbersaw,
that damage
full
and
HP.
control. He just can't be touched. All right, yeah, glimpse him in. Call down coming. Another spear back. They're catching up.
no, he's
Timbersaw
dropped
dying. Timber's dying. Oh, they got him. Ice finally falls, and Arteezy will lose the Aegis. Team Spirit, they hold on. But dear hope around that tier 4 towers. Arteezy used up again. A nice arena spear. This is Team Spirit fighting back, defending their high ground as Fly. The huge Deso hit there. Nearly clears through the Phoenix, but Miro the toss-up. There's Supernova
That's
trying
a
to go in
good
the back.
death.
In comes Abed. Finger of Death, zapping down onto the TA, and they will get Toronto, Tokyo. Now they come back in, full force with Ice second life. He's cutting waves, making sure this is all too easy for Arteezy. Tossing illusions around, Miro there trying to chip away at the Phantom Lancer, but again, Sunray with heart. Collapse will miss
Nice
out the
dodge.
spear with a great doppelganger dodge. Yatoro burnt all of his mana there in a 3-man
Pull
vortex. The pull in from Abed, slicing through the Gyro Disruptor. Double buyback comes from Team Spirit now, but the focus on Collapse blows him up with a Finger of Death, and it's a 4 versus 5 as
three-man
Evil
ban and
Geniuses
drain.
runs them all over. The bulldozers arrive as Ice sprints towards the fountain and forces the GG. Ah!